Buried traumas in the sacrum keep their vibration anchored in the past, limiting your expansion. Imagine a river flowing beneath the ground. Over time, invisible stones build up along its bed. You cannot see them, but you can feel them. The flow slows down, the pressure increases. The same happens within your body. At the base of the spine, where primordial energy pulses, old memories crystallize. They are silent traumas, unresolved emotions, dense layers that time does not erase. They do not speak, they vibrate. And with every attempt to expand, this ancestral vibration responds first. Releasing these records is not a mental act. It is a deep process, where the body begins to breathe again what was once held back. Today, you will explore this hidden map, understand how the sacrum stores traumas that block your ability to manifest, and learn how to dissolve these bindings, allowing energy to flow freely once more through your vibrational field. And pay attention, by the end of this video, the fifth secret movement will be revealed. The practice that completes the process we began in our recent video, 5 secret movements that activate creator mode, which many of you requested and have been eagerly awaiting. Do not miss it. Each step of this journey is designed to deeply transform the energetic foundation of your being. Certain records do not fade with time, they become vibration. And this vibration, when anchored in the deep regions of the body, influences everything you experience. The sacrum, the vibrational throne of your being, is one of these forgotten points. There, dense emotions, unprocessed memories, and old traumas silently take root. These invisible roots create patterns that you can feel but do not immediately understand. Stagnation, subtle blockages, and inexplicable resistance to the flow of life. As long as these layers remain, your vibrational field operates at distorted frequencies, and every attempt at expansion carries with it the shadow of these hidden memories. This video is an invitation to a different kind of journey. Here, you will not search for yet another technique to raise your vibration. You will learn how to dissolve the deepest blocks, the ones hidden where consciousness rarely reaches. Hermetic tradition has always recognized this truth. In the writings of Thoth, the vibrational axis was seen as a sacred pillar from which creative energy ascends to shape reality. When this axis is compromised, every manifestation is born limited. When it is clear, the body becomes a pure vibrational channel, and reality becomes a natural extension of your inner state. It is this state that you will begin to reclaim here. There is knowledge that was never written in books. It was woven into the body, recorded in gestures, in rituals, in the silences of those who understood that the body is not merely a vehicle, but a field of creation. Among the ancients, it was known, the energetic throne of the being, what we now call the sacrum, held more than physical support. It was the vessel of primordial force, the point where the energy of life rested, and from where it was meant to ascend. In Hermetic schools, this knowledge was passed down softly, from master to initiate. It was not enough to understand it intellectually, it had to be felt. For there, in the deep fibers of the body, the initiate would encounter the unintegrated records of their lineage, traumas, fears, fragments of vibrational memory. The Hermetic principle of correspondence taught, as it is below, so it is above. But few understood that this below was not only the material world, it was also the body, and that releasing the vibrational blocks within the body was the key to raising the vibration of consciousness. Thoth, the master of transitions between worlds, referred to the vibrational axis as the pillar of creation. A pillar that, when crystallized by dense memories, would distort the creative flow, and when freed, would allow primordial energy to ascend in a spiral, connecting the physical to the subtle, time to the eternal. This knowledge was preserved through ancestral gestures, sacred dances, and rituals of bodily transmutation. Movements not for external display, but for the reactivation of the inner axis. And it is upon this lineage of wisdom that this video is built. Here, you will not hear empty theories. You will cross an ancestral field of knowledge, where the body is once again recognized as a portal, and the release of your vibrational throne as an act of pure alchemy. Imagine an unresolved emotion as a frequency that needs to find a channel through which to dissipate. When this does not happen, it becomes dense, and the body, which is sensitive to these charges, stores it. Recent research in somatic neuroscience shows that the nervous system registers trauma physically, particularly in regions associated with primary safety and identity, such as the pelvis and the sacrum, which become areas of vibrational accumulation. Studies from the Journal of Neuroscience indicate that chronic changes in the tone of this region directly affect the flow of cerebrospinal fluid. This flow is responsible for nourishing the brain and regulating states of perception, connecting body and consciousness. Moreover, scientists have observed that sacral rigidity impacts the function of the vagus nerve, undermining the system's ability to restore states of balance and expansion. In other words, when the sacrum is blocked, the vibrational field of the being remains restricted, sustaining limiting emotional patterns. This is why practices for deep sacral release not only alleviate physical tension, they restore the axis of communication between body and consciousness, allowing the vibration of the being to rise naturally and sustainably. Thus, modern science confirms a principle long honored by ancient traditions. To transform reality, you must first free the body that projects it. Releasing the hidden traumas of the sacrum is not a mechanical gesture. It is a process of deep reconnection, where consciousness touches forgotten layers of the body, and by touching them, alters their frequency. The first step is to activate awareness. You cannot release what you do not perceive. That is why, before any movement, you must anchor your consciousness in the region of your vibrational throne. Sit comfortably. Bring your attention to the pelvic center. Breathe gently, as if each inhale lights up a subtle glow in that area. Stay for a few moments, simply noticing, is there tension? Is there rigidity? Are there areas that resist being felt? By doing this, you are already beginning to dissolve the vibrational automatic responses, creating space for a new code of consciousness to be impressed there. Next, begin pulsed breathing. Inhale slowly and deeply, visualizing a spiral of light rising gently through the sacral region. Exhale as if releasing a vibrational weight, letting go of micro layers of tension. Repeat this cycle a few times, without rushing. Each deep breath becomes an act of alchemy, reprogramming stagnant frequencies. By the end of this first phase, you will have opened an internal vibrational portal, preparing the field for deeper release in the next stages. With the vibrational portal open, the body begins to respond, but more is needed. Releasing the deeper layers requires conscious activation, not just passive presence. Now, you will enter a stage of vibrational micro-movement. Here, the goal is not to create visible external motion, but to generate internal waves of release. Bring your full attention back to the vibrational throne. Visualize a field of spiral-shaped energy resting there. Then, begin a subtle, almost imperceptible internal pulsing motion, as if the spiral were gently turning, massaging the densest layers. Each imagined rotation of this spiral invites the crystallized vibrational records to loosen. With each cycle, the frequency of the field shifts, allowing tensions that once seemed impenetrable to begin dissolving. To strengthen this process, connect it to your breath. Inhale, visualizing the spiral expanding. Exhale, sensing that it carries away from your field all that no longer serves you. This simple dynamic, when practiced with genuine presence, reconfigures vibrational patterns stored in the sacrum. During this cycle, emotions may surface. Forgotten memories may arise. Welcome all of it as part of the transmutation. Nothing needs to be understood or controlled, only released. When you complete this stage, you will have not only cleared layers of blockage, but also taught your vibrational field a new pattern, one of conscious flow and the archetype of expansion. With the dense layers dissolved and the field attuned to a new frequency, a crucial moment arrives: integration. Without integration, release fades away. With it, the body seals a new vibrational code, and future manifestations become anchored in this renewed foundation. Here, you will work on anchoring the ascending spiral. This is a stage of vibrational elevation that consolidates the transformation you have created. Close your eyes. Visualize a subtle thread of light emerging from the center of your vibrational throne. This thread is not linear. It pulses in a gentle spiral, rising toward the top of the head. As you breathe, mentally follow the path of this spiral. It travels through your inner axis, aligning the vibrational centers. With each cycle, an adjustment occurs. The body vibrates in coherence. Consciousness expands. Now, bring forth a clear intention. See this spiral as a code of vibrational stability. It does not only elevate, it anchors. Each turn reinforces the new energetic signature within your field: free, conscious, and powerful. Remain in this state for a few minutes. Feel your entire body becoming a portal of flow. The base grounded, the axis activated, the consciousness expanding. When you finish, thank your body. It is not an obstacle, it is your first ally in transmutation. And by honoring this process, you will have sealed a new vibrational architecture, capable of sustaining higher states of manifestation. For a long time, Orin felt a discomfort he could not name. It was not fatigue, it was not pain. It was a subtle resistance, as if something within him was always being held back. Opportunities would come, but his energy never fully followed. Even human connections felt filtered, as if a part of him was always behind an invisible membrane. One night, during a conversation with an old mentor, he heard something that disarmed him. As long as the foundation is not freed, everything else will be a struggle against the current. That sentence echoed for days. For the first time, he turned his attention not to what he wanted to achieve, but to what his body was still holding on to. He began a journey of deep listening. In the silence of his breath, he brought presence to a region long neglected. He was not seeking explanations. He was not forcing anything to release. He simply felt, and by feeling, he discovered what had always been there. Dense layers of vibrational memory, like roots anchoring him in the same state. The process was not linear. In each session, small streams of energy were released. Unexpected sensations would emerge. Forgotten images would resurface. But over time, something changed. The rigidity gave way. A new internal space opened, and with it, a new quality of presence. In the days that followed, this change began to reflect in the world. Conversations became more authentic. Decisions that once felt difficult became natural. His field of reality began responding to a new frequency. And it had all begun right there in the vibrational throne, when Orin decided to stop ignoring what his body was holding. The main obstacle that arises on this path is not the technique itself. It is the resistance of the emotional field when touched at a deep level. Many begin the practice and, when faced with unexpected sensations, a rising heaviness, a sudden emotion, a rigidity that does not seem to yield, they interpret it as a sign that they are doing something wrong, or that they are not capable of continuing. But the truth is just the opposite. When the body responds, when old records begin to surface, it is a sign that the process is working. This is the point where many give up, out of fear of feeling what has been held back for so long. But it is also at this exact point that true transmutation begins. The solution is simple, but it requires courage and presence. Do not try to control or rush the process. Stay in a state of compassionate observation. If discomfort arises, bring your breath in as an ally. Imagine each inhale as an act of welcoming, and each exhale as a gesture of release. There is no need to understand every emotion or memory that comes to the surface. The body knows how to release when you allow it. Flow is not the absence of resistance. It is the ability to move through it with awareness. By remaining present even in the face of obstacles, you are reprogramming at a deep level the vibrational architecture that supports your reality, and that is one of the most powerful acts a conscious being can perform. Today, you have walked a path that goes far beyond theoretical knowledge. By understanding how hidden traumas in the energetic throne influence your field, you have begun a true process of release, an essential step to transform not only your vibration, but the quality of your experience in the world. And there is something that must be honored here. In our recent video, 5 secret sacral movements that activate creator mode, we explored a sequence of practices that awakened a wave of transformation in thousands of people. However, as many observant viewers noticed, only 4 movements were revealed. In that video, we covered 1. The horizontal infinity, which dissolves lateral tension and restores the base's fluidity. 2. The vertical pelvic wave, which activates the ascending axis of the being. 3. The silent inner spiral, which reorganizes the internal field of cellular memory. 4. The rhythmic pulsation with breath, which harmonizes the nervous system and deepens states of coherence. Since then, hundreds of comments have asked for the revelation of the 5th secret movement, the one that completes the cycle of transmutation. This is the moment. The 5th secret movement is the ascending wave-like vibration of the sacrum, a practice no longer aimed at release, but at integration and elevation of the energy that has already been awakened. With full awareness anchored in the energetic throne, begin a fluid and steady breath. Then, with each exhale, generate a gentle internal pulsation, not forced, but guided by intention. Visualize this pulsation as a wave-like motion gently rising along the spine, serpentining in a continuous flow up to the center of the head. With each cycle, the wave organizes the released flows, aligns the inner axis, and consolidates a field of vibrational coherence. This movement not only stabilizes the transformation achieved, it anchors a new energetic signature within your being. When practiced with presence and reverence, it integrates the entire process into a higher state of manifestation. As Rumi once said, do not settle for stories of how things have been for others. Unfold your own myth. Today, you have not only learned a practice, you have opened a new path for your field to reflect your truest and freest essence. Remember, by unlocking the sacrum, you are not only releasing traumas, you are redefining the flow through which your dreams can finally take form. If this content resonated with you, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. That helps us expand this field of knowledge even further. I truly want to know how you feel this process in your body. Write in the comments, I unlock the roots of my sacrum. This is a powerful affirmation that reinforces your commitment to deep release. Share this video with someone you know who needs to release old blocks and reconnect with their true vibration. And do not stop here. Click on the screen and dive into another transformative video on the channel. Each piece of integrated knowledge is one more step on your path to conscious manifestation. When you unlock the sacrum, you are not just letting go of the past, you are making way for the new that is ready to be born.